Hi Taurus, welcome or welcome back. We're doing your tarot and oracle reading. This reading is going to be good for all Taurus placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Be sure to check your other placements, Taurus, and only take what resonates. So Taurus, we're going to dive into general and love energies for you. Remember, these readings are timeless, so whenever you come across a reading is when the reading is good for you. Only take what resonates, leave the rest for somebody else, and feel free to reverse and flip the roles if need be. Personal readings for astrology and tarot can be found at the link in my bio. I also have a free mini ebook that I wrote myself on the history of tarot. If you guys are interested in that, it's 100% free, so check that out at the link as well. All right, let's dive in here. What do we have for my Taurians, my Taurus placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? From the Astro deck, we do have Debilitated Discomfort, card number 14. It's on my list to get a new astrology deck, by the way, guys. I've been using this one for so long. Of course, I am an astrologer, so I love my astrology deck. I use them more intuitively. Sometimes I will use them more literally, just depending on the reading and whatever else is going on in the reading. But I love my astrology deck. I think I'm going to look into getting a new one. There's a couple ones I've had my eye on. But with the Debilitated Discomfort card, you know, it's interesting. So some of you guys could have a debilitated placement of a planet. Some of you guys have a planet in Taurus. So let me think here. What would be debilitated in Taurus? So the opposite sign would be, of course, Scorpio. So some of you guys wouldn't have Pluto. Some of you guys have Mars in Taurus. Some of you guys could also have your Venus in Aries, because Venus did just enter the sign of Aries. And when I was pre-shuffling off camera, the Empress card came out. So that came to my mind as well. One more, please, for the Astro deck for Taurus. We have Descendant Invitation. Some of you guys have Taurus on the Descendant. You also could have planets in your 7th house or on your Descendant. That's card number 37, Invitation. So some of you guys could be 37 years old. Some of you guys have a 14-year-old child. And then we have the 6th house, Sustainability, at the bottom of the deck. Some of you guys are focused on work and or finance. Some of you guys could be having trouble or some sort of confusion in the workplace or with coworkers. We also have Sagittarius. Some of you guys could travel for work, or there could be something about traveling or relocating for your job. So we're going to dive in here with some more general energies from the Kipper. I haven't used the Kipper in forever, so if you guys haven't noticed, I was going to make an announcement on my community page of my YouTube, but I am going to start doing the tarot readings in zodiacal order, so Aries all the way down through Pisces. Just for now, I've had a few requests on that, even though I do get to all of the signs before I start over. I keep track of them. Obviously, I was just feeling more called to do signs when I was feeling called to do them, as opposed to in zodiacal order, but I understand why it would make more sense to do them in zodiacal order for your guys's, you know, purposes of making it easier for the audience. So we're going to try this for a little while. I might go back to doing it randomly and just keeping track of them out of order, but for now we're going to do them in zodiacal order. So Taurus, there could be something going on in your relationships right now. This could also be a relationship with like a business partner or a coworker. The Descendant, of course, is most commonly referred to as the placement or the angle that's associated with your marriage partner or romantic partnerships. We have Concern coming out, card number 33. Some of you guys are life path 3 or 6. We also have Message, card number 7. Some of you guys are receiving some sort of information or possibly a literal message. And then we also have card number 32, Despair. Bottom of the deck, we do have Bad Health, Thoughts, and Pathway. So that's very interesting. Some of you guys need to focus on positivity of the mind or positive thinking, positive thoughts. As cliche as that sounds, I am very much a strong advisor and a strong believer in the law of attraction. So what you think creates your reality. So if you're thinking very negatively about yourself, about a situation, about your physical health, about your job, whatever the case may be, even about your personal relationships, possibly in regards to love, that's going to manifest in some way, shape, or form. Some of you guys are experiencing health problems, so that could be something that you need to kind of work on, positive thinking as well as a positive lifestyle. Something about health could definitely be significant here with that 6th house card at the bottom of the Astro deck as well. So we have the 5 of Cups, which is clarifying the Concern card. So that's interesting as well. The 5 of Cups is a very depressed, lonely, apathetic, sometimes regretful energy. So some of you guys, there could either be somebody that's concerned about you or that you're concerned about, that's causing a lot of despair, grief, loss, pessimism, loneliness, again, depression. So somebody could be concerned about this about you. So that could be also why your health is coming up. It doesn't necessarily have to be your physical body. It could be your mental health just as much as it could be your physical health. One more, please, for this concern card. Some of you guys have Scorpio placements. We also have the Knight of Swords. Yeah, I feel like there's some sort of conversation that needs to be had in order to move forward with something. So I don't know if this is a conflict in a relationship. It could be a conflict with a place of employment, a boss, a coworker. Some of you guys, it is coming through as work and finance. But there's a little bit of discomfort, especially with that debilitated card there, card number 14 from the Astro Oracle. There could be some issues that need to be addressed more head on in order to make progress. Also, something about being more ambitious or being able to take initiative on the things that are no longer making you happy. So maybe, you know, you've been holding back having a conversation with your boss about a work situation or a project or something in regards to the workplace that is dissatisfactory for you, and it's causing you a lot of depression, sadness. You're feeling, you know, just lost and not very emotionally satisfied with that situation. This is just an example, just take it how it resonates. But there needs to be some sort of action forward, especially in regards to the element of swords or air. So having that conversation or using your discernment and intellect in order to move forward and make decisions accordingly. So we have the Two of Cups here, which is clarifying the message card. This is coming through as a romantic energy. It doesn't have to be for all of you because this is the general portion. It's not the love portion. We'll do the love portion in just a moment. But some of you guys are receiving some sort of message of love from either a romantic interest or possibly a romantic partner that you're already involved with. This could be somebody that you have a crush on or you think you would be in a, you know, a good positive relationship with. But there's some sort of message here, and it is a soulmate energy. The Two of Cups is my soulmate card. One more, please, for this message. The Empress. So this came out in the pre-shuffle when I was pre-shuffling your cards off camera. That is your energy, Taurus. It's also the energy of Libra. Sometimes I'll read it as Taurus, sometimes I'll read it as Libra, but for the most part, I do read it as Taurus energy. So this could be from a feminine energy. If not, this feminine energy is possibly you. It's Empress energy, big Empress energy, right? It's all about abundance, it's nurturing, it's fertility, it's the feminine energy, it's energy of Venus. So it's good fortune, accomplishment, growth. It's the finer things in life. So enjoying your material success as well. Some of you guys are receiving a message from a boss about a promotion or an increase in your pay, or you're just doing very well financially in the near future and you're receiving some sort of information or message about this happening for you. I don't know why this despair card is here. I'll also see what comes out in the love portion if that is a message in regards to love and romance. Some of you guys are deciding or getting some sort of message or having a conversation with somebody that you're romantically already involved with about possibly having children, or it could be about your children as well. Why is this despair card here, card number 32? So we have the King of Swords. One more, please. And then we have the Queen of Swords. So that is a divine counterpart. I don't necessarily like the King and the Queen of Swords together. It's one of the only pairs that I don't necessarily like, even though they are considered divine counterparts because they're both in the element of swords or air. So air sign energy could very well be significant here, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. But it looks like there's some sort of head over heart decision that needs to be made that's been causing a lot of grief in regards to something. So I'm going to get one more clarifier here. So this could be in regards to a romantic partnership you're already involved in for some of you. Others of you, this is going to be work and finance. But you need to make sure you're not having like biased judgment on the situation, and you communicate boundaries. You're being an independent thinker. You're thinking with a clear mind, and you're perceptive and open to all possibilities at this time. But something's causing you a lot of grief and despair. Some of you guys, this is in regards to work. You're not financially making what you believe you should be making, or you're putting a lot of work in towards something and not seeing the results back from it, which is totally understandable, but it's causing you despair. So you need to make some sort of decision from an unbiased place, right? You need to be more logical about this situation and not so much emotional. If this is in regards to a love and romance situation, this could be somebody isn't meeting your physical needs. The Lover's card. So the Lover's card in traditional tarot is all about making some sort of choice. And then the cards also split at the Ace of Swords. I always will look to see where the cards split at. So the Ace of Swords can indicate a new beginning in the element of air. So some sort of new idea or communication or victory and success, but it's also about cutting something off and ending something in order for that new beginning to manifest. With the Lover's card here, this could very well be about a lover or a romantic partnership. We'll see what comes out in the love portion. But the Lover's card in traditional tarot, as I was saying, is all about a moral choice. So making a choice that's in alignment with the divine plan for you and what God and the divine want for you on your path moving forward, and making sure you're making a decision from a place of spiritual integrity. So that is the Gemini card. So let's get some final advice and we'll move on to love for you, Taurus. So we have the 8 of Swords, releasing yourself from self-imposed limitations. 10 of Swords, a painful ending. Some of you guys are holding on to an ending from the past with a relationship or with a job situation. A lot of you are relationship, and it's time for you to move on, but it's almost like you've been hesitating. 3 of Wands here. I feel like you're waiting for the perfect time to move on or to fully cut something off, but I feel like the time is now, especially with this 8 of Swords coming out in your advice. The 8 of Swords is all about self-imposed limitations of the mind, so I almost feel like it's a mind trap for you. And it's almost like you're setting yourself up for a wheel of, I want to say karma, but a wheel of sadness and regret and despair and suffering, essentially, because you're not making a decision to fully move on from something and release yourself from something that was quite painful. It was some sort of painful ending. So either the ending of a relationship, a job, a financial situation, or just a situation in general that's caused you a lot of issues. And ultimately, you know that you can do better and that you need to make a decision moving forward. But it's almost like you're not listening to your intuition. You're not using your logic. You're not having that balance of both intuition and logic in order to be able to move forward. It's like you keep hesitating. So you need to make some sort of choice ultimately for what is not making you happy so that you can move forward. So Taurus, we're going to move on to love for you. If you're watching on TikTok, go ahead and hop over to my YouTube. I'm at the Cosmic Rose. Personal readings for astrology and tarot can be found at the link in my bio, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you do find this video helpful or you enjoy the video at all. It really does help my channel out, guys. All right. And I do have my intention oils, which are coming out. I almost forgot to mention, guys. I will be having an Etsy shop open. They are ritual, spell, or intention oils. You can use them for anointing your physical body, candles, ritual work, spell work, just anointing items as well. This one is for protection, so it's called Shield Me. If you guys are interested in this before my Etsy shop is up and running, feel free to just shoot me a message or an email. You can message me on TikTok, Instagram, or shoot me an email. Instagram is probably better for social media just because I have less followers over there. And then I also have Money Magnet. This is my favorite. It is all for prosperity. It's money, wealth, abundance, success, prosperity, luck, and it has a little bit of protective energy in it. So it protects your money. So you're not just drawing the money towards you. You're also able to protect it and keep it. And then one more I just wanted to mention was Lush Empress. And I have 2 versions. The first one is called Empress Allure. The second one is kind of like a rebrand of the same. I'm still making both, but it's Lush Empress. The scent is more of a vanilla with a slight, tiny little bit of patchouli. And it's for attraction, sex, love, lust, seduction, healing, passion, romance, and sexual energy. It's with Venus and Mars energy. So it's very good for attracting things like love and sexuality, things of that nature. So, all right, Taurus, let's go ahead and get your love energies for you. What do we have for my Taurians in the love department? So we have the Magician card. Are you guys manifesting something here? It looks like it. Beautiful. Taurus. So we have the King of Swords, air sign energy again, possible Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Doesn't have to be. I don't know if that's your energy. I am kind of picking that up as being your energy. So some of you guys have an air sign placement in your chart. And then the 8 of Cups. So it's interesting. Some of you guys are manifesting either the end of a relationship, or you're manifesting either your person walking away from you or you walking away from your person. But there's some sort of decision that needs to be made here. We're going to clarify to get more context. Bottom of the deck, we do have the 8 of Wands, which is either about travel, communication, fast forward movement, or, just speed. Then we have the 10 of Pentacles, the Devil card, and the 9 of Cups. Somebody has a toxic family that's affecting a relationship in some way. So I don't know if this is somebody that you're currently with or that you were with in the past, and this is something that you already manifested. Let's do some clarifying here. Why is this Magician card here for Taurus? So the 7 of Wands here came out kind of sideways, so I'll just take a mental note of that. You know, the Seven of Wands is usually about some sort of challenge. It can be competition. It can be protecting yourself. It can be boundaries, perseverance, defense, maintaining control of a situation. So it's almost like you're trying to manifest what you want or what you desire out of this relationship dynamic, almost for purposes of control over the situation instead of just letting it naturally unfold. So that could just be something that you need to be aware of. One more, please, for this Magician card. And then the Six of Pentacles, giving and receiving. It's all about reciprocity with the Six of Pentacles. It's about giving back, usually after you've been at the Five of Pentacles where you have nothing and you feel like you're left out in the cold and abandoned. It's sharing, it's generosity. It can be like charity, but it's really giving back what you didn't have at one point in time as well, which is interesting next to the Seven of Pentacles. So it's almost like you're giving back the aggression or the competition or the challenge, or you're trying to set your boundaries and be stern with this person because they've been that way with you before. So you could be acting a bit cold, especially because we have the King of Swords here. But it's almost like you're subconsciously trying to manifest something out of this situation, and you're trying to like feed them their own medicine. So we have the Four of Cups. I definitely feel like you're a bit emotionally dissatisfied. So that could be why you're acting a bit cold, or you feel a little bit disconnected from your emotions. You feel kind of apathetic about the situation. You're not really 100% connected. You could feel disconnected, and you're ultimately wanting some sort of new beginning. Just be careful with the Fool card, because the Fool card, you know, you don't want to be the fool, like where you're jumping off a cliff and you're unprepared for travel, right? He's not paying attention to anything. He doesn't have a big bag packed. He's ready to go on an adventure. He's very childlike and he's full of enthusiasm, and he's ready for all the possibilities that could be to come, but he's also kind of foolish. So just be careful that you're not making rash decisions because you're feeling a bit apathetic or melancholy about the situation. You know, you could just be going through kind of like a stale patch in the relationship. So I don't know if your approach is 100% right now. Well, let's see what else comes out. Why is this Eight of Cups here? You know, I wasn't doing a past, present, future reading, but that could be future, like futuristic energy. The Chariot and the Nine of Cups. That could be more predictive with the Eight of Cups here. Some of you guys are deciding to walk away from something because it's not emotionally satisfying to you. Some of you guys, this could happen around eclipse season. Of course, the Eight of Cups is the only card in the whole entire tarot that has an eclipse on it. So this could be happening in the spring eclipse season. So just keep that in mind. The Chariot card is all about, it's all about movement, fast forward movement. Some of you guys are relocating. And we also had the didn't we see the Eight of Wands at the bottom? Yep, we had the Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So we had two cards that could indicate travel or relocation, especially with the Chariot card and the Fool card kind of as well. So some of you guys are relocating or moving. Some of you guys, this could be why you're deciding to end a relationship or why you're walking away from a relationship. You're trying to pursue what you truly want out of life. You're looking for some sort of wish fulfillment. Ultimately, you're going, from the Eight of Cups to the Nine of Cups, you're looking for some sort of emotional fulfillment, and you know that you have to find that within yourself, which I'm not saying that that is wrong, but just be careful that you're not making a rash decision because of some sort of like stagnant or stalemate energy within the relationship, because it could just be a period or a cycle of the relationship where you're not entirely sure of, you know, I guess it's not that you're not entirely sure, but it's not going to be as exciting as maybe it once was. So it's almost like you're digging, or you're looking for some sort of excitement or change. So I just don't want you to do something that you would later regret because, you know, something has gotten to be a little bit, you know, less exciting for you. So the Chariot card is Cancer energy. Some of you guys could have Cancer placements. Some of you guys could also have Aries placements. What is Taurus's advice here? We have the Strength card, Leo energy. We have the Queen of Pentacles. And then we have the Ace of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we do have the Knight of Pentacles, the Justice card, and the Queen of Wands. You feel like you waited long enough for something to come back into balance or to ultimately get what you want out of a situation. You do feel like this person is a soulmate or a soul contract to some capacity. So that could possibly be why you know, you're wanting some sort of change, or you're wanting to manifest something different, or, you know, ultimately trying to make a decision if you should leave or if you should walk away, if you should move on, if you should focus more on your career, things of that nature. I don't think focusing on your career is a bad idea here, because we do have the Queen of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. Some of you guys have your own business. I know this is kind of like a side note for the love portion. Some of you guys have your own business, you're entrepreneurs. I don't think it would be a bad idea to focus on those types of things, but there is something here. Now, I could read the Strength card as one of two ways. I can read it as holding back, because it's having the strength and the personal power to be able to hold yourself back from something, but it's also having the courage to do something. So having the courage to do something you don't necessarily want to do, and it's in regards to the Queen of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Wands ignites a fiery passion, like a passionate new beginning within us. So this could be like relighting the flame within the relationship, giving it one more shot, having some sort of new beginning. But ultimately, you're going after what you want, maybe just not in the way that you're ultimately thinking of it right now. So yes, there is some sort of decision that needs to be made, but you need to have the courage and strength to do that inner reflective work, to realize what it actually is that not only you want, but also God and the divine want, because you need to follow your divine timeline, your path, taking the proper steps to get there and ultimately to get your wish fulfillment. But if you take a step out of being impulsive or rash about the situation without thoroughly thinking this through, or making a decision from both a logical place and an intuitive and emotional space, then you could make a decision that you ultimately regret and not end up getting your wish fulfillment. I mean, ultimately you probably will in the long run, but it's not going to come to you in the order that you necessarily want, because you could be, you know, in the future have some regrets, or realize you made the wrong mistake. You could ultimately have been the fool. So making sure that you're making a decision from a grounded place, also with courage and conviction, and not being afraid to do what you need to do ultimately to get what you want, which is some sort of passionate new beginning. I feel like you're looking to spice things up. You're looking for more excitement. So think about ways that you can do that from an outside perspective, from thinking outside the box instead of just a black and white viewpoint. So hopefully that was helpful for you, Taurus. If you did like the reading, again, please do like, comment, or subscribe. It really does help my channel out. I very much appreciate you guys so much. My heart goes out to each and every one of you Taurians. I love you all. And yeah, personal readings at the link in the description box and the pinned comment. So signs and reminders. I do think your spirit guides and angels are sending you signs, synchronicities, reminders. You know, the North Node is still conjunct to Neptune, so those types of things are off the chain right now. Butterflies could be a significant reminder for some of you, as well as it looks like birds. I'm not sure what kind of birds they are. I'm not good with bird names, but birds or butterflies, but also just signs and synchronicities in general could be significant for you in any of these topics. So that is all I have for you, Taurus. I will see you next time. Bye.